so I'm going to move to PDP now, your political home, and what could become a chink in PDP's armor, this issue that has arisen with Governor Wike of Rivers State feeling disgruntled, feeling slighted by the selection of Governor Okowa of Delta State as Atiku Abubakar's vice presidential candidate, and overtures being made to him. I'd like your take on all of that and how he can be brought back into the fold, if at all it's possible, because you will recall that political spats are not really the easiest situations to solve. Atiku and Obasanjo's political enmity remains. Governors Wike and former Governor Amechi's political enmity remains. So what can be done to ensure that this does not degenerate to those legendary political quarrels that we've seen in this country?
There's no crisis in the People's Democratic Party. I mean, it's just a media creation. There's absolutely no crisis. The only reason why the media is blowing this out of proportion and making, a mountain out of a molehill, it's just a storm in a teacup. The reason why is because we are the only party that is prepared, and that means that we have our ticket ready. We don't have a placeholder. We have a deputy who is a substantive deputy in Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. So, because of that, there's a lot of focus on us, and that focus is going to evaporate when Bola Tinubu comes up with his ticket, when Peter Obi comes up with his substantive deputy, when Kwankwaso comes up with his substantive deputy. I mean, we know that Bola Tinubu is really certain to have a Muslim ticket. Now, we're going to see how that's going to fly. I have no problem with the Muslim ticket, but the kind of people that are being mentioned, we talk about someone like Zulum, Shetima, Nasir Rufai, those are people under whom Christians have fared very, very badly. Look at Zulu. Look at what happened in Borno State with the destruction of churches. And then the last one, the destruction of the EYN churches. And then Christians were protesting. And then Zulu's agent killed one of them. Look at Shetima. Look at his hold as governor. I mean, it's a good thing you mentioned Wike. Wike was then the Minister of State for Education. Wike wrote him a letter. And that letter is in my book, Facts and Suspicion, The True Story of the Jonathan Years, asking him not to hold the Wike examinations in Chibok because Chibok was a Christian enclave and he wasn't protecting Chibok. And they told him, look, bust the students to Maiduguri. He refused. And then, so the Chibok people and the Christian communities have said this man has not treated them well. With Kaduna State, with Governor Nasir Rufai, I mean, it's a notorious fact. I mean, how shabby the Christians have been treated there. So by the time Bola Tinubu comes up with his Muslim ticket, I mean, his focus is going to be shifted away from our party. The reason why that focus is on our party and is looking like a crisis is because we are ready. Governor Wike has said in private to us and then also in publicly that he's never going to leave the party. He said it publicly that no matter what happens, he's never going to leave the party. And look, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has called Governor Wike our Jagaban. And it's true, because the man has almost a larger-than-life image. Governor Wike is probably too big to even become vice president. I see him as somebody who's going to be president after God willing the president, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. This is a man who has charisma, a man who has, a courage, a man who's able to unify Nigeria. And such a person, he understands the larger issues. What you're seeing right now is a media creation. There is no crisis in our party.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is